So here's the first type of woman, no particular order, that's always getting played. The woman who focuses on potential and not reality. So here's the thing, okay? I know it's very natural for a woman to see something in a man and see something that she believes in and believes that if it's poured into properly, it can grow into something amazing. That's part of your nurturing spirit. That's part of your desire to grow with someone. That's part of your desire to just basically share life with an individual, right? But the problem is that optimistic view gets a lot of women in trouble. Now, here's the thing. It's not that I want you to simply not consider potential at all, but we have to understand how we frame potential and how we use reality to really guide us in what we're doing and how we perceive this man that's in front of you, okay? So let me give you an example. So if you meet a man and let's say he's broke. I was going to find something else, but he's broke, all right? The man is broke. Currently, he is out of work. You meet him. He's like a great guy. He is a great guy. Let's just say he is a great guy, all right? Treats you nice, talks to you nice, all that good stuff. And you see something in him because you believe he can be so much more than what he is. And so now, because of that potential, you believe, all right, you know, you can grow with a man. Some of y'all might be trying to build a man, which you shouldn't do. But we'll leave that alone for a second. All right. And you just think, all right, if I just support him and I encourage him because I love him, everything can work out great. The problem is if his mindset, if his own desire does not exist to where he wants to be better, you're fighting a battle you can't win. All right. If he doesn't see the potential himself and want to put in the work, you are fighting a battle you cannot win. Essentially, this man has to have a foundation that says, I am growing to be something better. So what I'm saying here is, yes, I'm not necessarily 100% against a woman dating a guy in that situation, though I do think it is best to wait till he establishes his own foundation first and creates his own stability. And I know there's a lot of people who will point to stories of women who, you know, got with the man when he was down and now they're living happily ever after. And I'm not saying these situations don't exist. What I will say is they are the minority. And for every successful situation, I can show you 1,000 more disasters. So you have to be careful with using those minority situations and projecting that into how this could be you too. And it's not that it couldn't, but you're taking a huge risk. All right. But to get back to the foundational piece that he needs to have, the reality that you have to focus on with this man is what is his character? What is his work ethic? Who is he as a man? You see, there's a difference between the man who's a hard worker, believes in carrying his own, providing in other ways for you, right? But is at the moment going through a rough patch. That's a guy that you can make an exception for if you desire to do that. However, where women are getting played is because they're not realizing this is just a lazy ass bum. I'm sorry. It just came out that way. He is not about doing anything. He is wired to only do what is required to get what he desires. Meaning now, if you are in his life as a woman, pouring into him, being his girl, his wife, whatever, to him it's like, why do I have to work hard now? She's already here. I already have what I want. The incentive to be better has been removed because not every man is motivated by his own ambitions. Not every man wants to be something bigger and better in life. All right. And that's another aspect of it because sometimes it's not even that he's broke. It's not even that he's a lazy bum. He might be a good, hardworking man, right? And let's just say, to put this in more context, let's say he worked at a factory and he's making 60 grand a year. And to him, he's good. He's happy. But you know, in your mind, you're like, now, you know, I'm gonna use a different example. Let's say he's a plumber, right? And he's making 60 grand a year and he's happy with it. But to you, it's like, No, but he could one day have his own plumbing company. And now you get with him with the potential, with the belief that he can reach this potential of being a boss when he's not wired that way. He does not want that. And now you guys conflict and clash because you were focused more on potential, not reality. You have to accept the man for who he is right now. And you have to ask yourself, can I be happy with what's in front of me right now? Because again, it's not that I'm saying you can't have hopes for more to come with him. What I am saying is you don't get romantically involved until he starts realizing those hopes, until he starts walking in that path that you can find yourself at peace in. Because if, again, going back to the plumber making 60, if that level of income and work is something you're not going to be happy with, and you're only going to try to suck it up because you think he could be better and you're just waiting for that next level for him to reach, then it would be a mistake to move forward. And this is how women get played because, again, they move forward too fast and they think that support and encouragement has to also come in the form of being his girlfriend. Like, yo, if you really believe in this man and you think he can go far, great, be his friend. Because once you cross the lines of romantic involvement, this is where things get messy. This is where your feelings can get hurt. This is where your time can get wasted. This is where you can get played. And it's very easy. I'm going to end it with this before we move on to the next point. Because of this desire to seek out potential and pour into it, it becomes very easy for a woman to fall into the hands of a narcissist. It's very easy to fall into the hands of a man who's simply looking to use you as a come up, all right? Because you're not understanding the fact that he is not capable at the moment of pouring into you the way that you need and sustaining that. You're more hanging on the fact that I can give him what he needs, and there's a level of emotional security you think you can find in that, but it's not secure. It doesn't give you peace. And over time, it will drain you and damage you and put you back in that cycle of a woman who continues to get played. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check this one out right here, and I'll see you there. And now we get to number 9, but I do have a bonus, all right? You know, I got to throw a bonus in there sometimes. But number 9, and this is kind of just a big general one. His words and actions do not line up.